Montreal Canadiens, and an ice cap. I don't think it gets any more Canadian than this. Oh, that was disgusting. Oh my goodness. Ice caps are delicious. Tim Hortons, don't get me wrong. This one's been sitting there for probably the last 4 to 5 hours. I went and got it at lunchtime because I was walking around playing Pokemon Go on my lunch break with a buddy from work. And these are not good when they're warm because I got mine with chocolate milk and it kind of tastes gross. Note to self, do not drink ice caps that have been sitting around for a long time. I have an extra XIM4 kicking around, bitches! Just kidding, you guys aren't bitches. You guys are like my only friends in the world. But seriously, guys, I have an extra XIM4 kicking around that I was lucky enough to get sent to me. So I'm gonna do a giveaway. This is awesome, guys. This gives you a chance to actually have the device that is in one of my probably my only popular video on my channel. But if you guys haven't seen that video, I'm going to put an annotation right here. Go check it out, see what this thing does, and then enter this contest. So here's how you guys can join in. Watch this video, like it, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, also follow me on Twitter. When you guys do this, I will be keeping track on a spreadsheet of everyone that joins as soon as this video goes live. So again, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and like this video. Now, I'm only going to give this away if this video gets over 500 views and if it gets 50 likes. As soon as that happens, what I'm going to do is I am then going to wait 2 weeks from the minute that that video goes with 50 likes and 500 views. I will give it 2 weeks and then I will draw a lucky name out of a hat. It'll be completely random. Going to be super lucky for whoever gets it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on a live stream. I'm going to take everyone's names, I'm going to put it into a hat, and I will pull the name while doing a live stream. And I will do that 2 weeks from the minute this video is at 500 views and at 50 likes. If it hits 50 likes first, I might just do it from then. If it hits 500 views first, I might just wait for the 50 likes. I don't know. I would like to have at least the 50 likes on it, so that way it gets the name out. Nothing wrong with some shameless self-promotion, right? Anyways, guys, that's it for that. Make sure that you guys stay tuned and that this happens, because XIM4, that's like 180 bucks Canadian plus shipping and taxes. If you're in the States, like 140 bucks, so you get something free. Also, don't worry about the shipping costs. I will book those on my own. All you'll have to do is provide me your address and I will ship it out to you via express post. It'll probably cost me about 40-50 bucks, but I'm willing to do that for you guys because I love you so much. Anyways, guys, enough of that. Let's get into what this video is really all about. I'm going to be showing you guys how to update the XIM4 on a Mac. Also, if you guys have Mac OS 10.11 or higher, I will show you how to use the actual XIM4 software tool that they have developed within the last week and a half. Just go ahead and get right into it. First off, I just want to thank you guys so much for giving me 2,065 views so far on this video that I posted about a month ago. Well, actually, it's exactly a month ago. I never thought that I would have gotten that much viewership on this video, and I wasn't expecting to have so much feedback and so many questions asked, and I really appreciate that because I love finding people who are like-minded and enjoy discussing about technology. Now, I got asked by this guy, Swish OG. He was having the same problem where he can't update things because he's on Mac, and I totally feel for him because when I first got this device, all I have is Mac. I had no PC for the updates. I could not find anywhere on the interwebs how to update it properly. So, luckily enough, though, I was able to talk to a friend who suggested using a VM on a Mac, and he pointed me in the right direction. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that on your Mac to update your XIM4, either resetting the manufacturer settings as well as updating the firmware. So again, thank you guys so much for that. Let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to need is Virtualbox. That is essentially the car or the driver that is going to run the OS or the operating system. So you can go ahead and go to virtualbox.org. It'll auto-detect that 5.1 is the latest one to download. So you go ahead and download this. It'll download a zip file. That's good to go. The next thing that you're going to want to download is the free virtual machine. Now, you're going to want to select Microsoft Edge on Windows 10 Stable. These ones here are a little buggy, and this one here is just a preview. It's more like a beta. So go ahead and click on this one here. And then for your platform, once it loads up, let's refresh the page. All right, the platform you're going to choose is Virtualbox, so you go ahead and select that one there. Then you go ahead and download that zip. Now, I'm not going to do it here because I already have it downloaded, but I will show you what they look like. So what you're going to see is this is the virtualbox.zip file, and this is the Microsoft Edge software program. So when you open this up here, I'll show you guys. Okay, that's going to take a while, so maybe I won't. When you open that up there, it's just a DMG that you drag into your applications, and then it installs the program. And what the program looks like, it's right down here, so Virtualbox. I'll go ahead and click that up, show you guys the interface for it real quick. So right now, I have these two options. You will not have these off the bat. It'll be blank. You will have to install the .ova file, which is the Microsoft Edge. So you go ahead and double-click on this, and it will auto open up in Virtualbox. If it doesn't auto open up in Virtualbox, just go ahead and right-click and click Open With, and just choose Virtualbox. You'll probably have to go to Other and then select it, but it should show up. So as soon as you do that, it'll power up Microsoft Edge Windows 10. Now, you just can't start this right away and expect it to work. There's a couple of things that you got to do first. And you got to set the USB so that way it actually detects the XIM4, as well as set up the network so you actually get internet. So to do that, you click on Settings after you select the Microsoft Edge. Let's do the network first. So you want to make sure that it says attached to NAT. And if you want, you can click on Advanced and make sure that it says Cable Connected. Your MAC address will show up here. I'm going to blur it out so that way you guys don't see it, but your MAC address will show up in the middle there. So once that's done, we can go ahead and go to our USB section. And you want to click on USB and make sure that you have Enable USB Controller turned on. Now, you'll notice here that it's already recognized my XIM4 because this is the same software that I used when I updated my original one in my video. So you're going to want to make sure that that is connected and clicked, and then just click OK. This will not show up until after you plug it in. If for any reason you guys are having any problems here, go ahead and put a comment in the description of this, or not in the description, but put a comment in this video and I will try to get back to you guys. But it's fairly simple. If I figured it out, I am more than certain that you guys will figure it out as well. So once you have that all figured out, just go ahead and click OK. It'll save your settings and you are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one and click Start. It'll now boot up the operating system. All right, so once everything is loaded up, you will notice that it is a Windows interface. It is a Windows 10. Now, it is a bare bones version of Windows 10, which is fine because we're not doing anything crazy fancy. We are literally just downloading a software and running it for the XIM4. Now, just as a side note, if down here you see that the network has an X and it's not connected, don't worry about that. Down here, you can click on this little doodad, click Network Settings, and you can actually set to make sure that it says NAT type here and that it's cable connected, and then your MAC address should show up. So once that's done, I had Google Chrome downloaded. Now, I did notice that there is a bug where Google Chrome actually doesn't work. So we'll test it right now just to see if it is. If not, don't worry, Internet Explorer usually works. All right, Google Chrome is working. That's awesome. So you just go ahead and go to the XIM4 website. Let it load up here. And then go to Downloads. And then from Downloads, you click on XIM4 Downloads. All right, so what you're going to want to do once you get to the Downloads page here, and we have the latest listed there, you just want to click Firmware Version. It'll take you to this tab, and you... What? Oh my goodness, they have a... they have a XIM4 firmware tool for Mac now. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's new. They did not have that at the time of me doing my previous video. So let's just continue with this. In case you don't have OS X 10.11, you can still do it with my way here, so we might as well do it. So you just go ahead and click on Firmware Tool for PC. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel it because I already have it downloaded. So let's go ahead and close this here. So then let's go to Folder. And from Folder there, you just want to go to your Downloads. So you'll notice that I have a bunch of shit downloaded. I just want this one here, XIM4 Flash 2016X, yay. We'll go ahead and open up that. So once that is there, you can plug in your XIM4. So it's very simple. Let's grab my cable here, and we are going to hold down the P button while plugging this in. Alright guys, my recording software actually cut out the audio, so I'm just going to have to narrate over this. As soon as you guys plug in, it'll go solid yellow. You just go ahead and click Reformat and Reset your device firmware, and it'll go through and download it and reset it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and skip forward because it took about 2 minutes, so let's go ahead and move forward with the video. So as soon as that's done, it'll tell you that it is completed. Just click OK. Now to re-download the software, you just got to reopen it there and click on Update Firmware. As soon as that's done, it'll either download it, or if you have it up to date, it'll already tell you, so you just go ahead and click OK. Now, since XIM actually came out with macOS capable download firmware, we're going to go ahead and test it out here. I do have macOS 10.11, so we're going to go ahead and download it and see if it works. Now, my reaction to this when I first saw this was like, what the heck? I had no idea they actually did that. So I was really excited to try this out, and as you can see, it's just like any other normal software that you download to your Mac. You don't have to install it. You go ahead and open it, and the interface is very similar to the one that we use on the VM, which is the Microsoft version. So you have a factory reset and an update button. Now, I had to unplug my XIM4 and replug it in and go through that entire step, but it worked just like it did on the Windows version. So if you guys have macOS 10.11, you guys will not have to go through that VM downloading and installing and blah, 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 which takes probably about 45 minutes to an hour, depending how good your connection is and so forth. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Again, make sure that you guys go through and enter that contest to win that XIM4. Now that you guys know how to update the software on a Mac, if you guys have a Mac, you have no reason not to. So remember, guys, make sure that you drop a subscribe, make sure that you guys drop a like, and make sure you guys share it with your friends. That way we get to those views so I can give away that XIM4. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great week. I am out of here.